worst kind of storm. The kind where I can't watch TV. Oh, hi, Johnny Johnson. Good to run into you here. Clownman, this is my house. Of course they'll run into me here. Heck, what are you even doing here? Well, I came here to borrow a refrigerator magnet, but then I remembered your refrigerator doesn't have any magnets. Then it started storming, so I guess I should stay for now. Oh, this is so exciting! I admire your enthusiasm, but what are we even going to do here? We can't watch anything. Sure we can, Johnny Johnson. Why, your window provides a perfect viewing of the most epic event of the season. Oh! It's rain and wind in the most epic event of the season. And the rain just created a giant puddle. What a play! And it just keeps getting better. Look at the water on Oscar's window. This might be the rain's biggest achievement this season of spring 2012. Very exciting. Here, there's room at this window for you to go cheer for the rain, too. I'm not cheering for some rain to fall, Clownman. So you're on Team Win, then? Don't worry, I prepared for this possibility. You prepared for the possibility of a storm coming to my house, so you brought pennants for wind and rain just in case. Yep. Oh, look at the wind go! Whoa, the wind carries itself, and multiple objects too. Hooray, Johnny Johnson, your precious wind is catching up. Congratulations! Yeah, what's gotten into you? It's supposed to be for the coach of the game, though I'm not exactly sure who calls the plays for the weather. Well, according to Hero Man Comics, there was a brief period in the 60s where the weather was controlled by Frankie J. Fahrenheit, aka the Weather Warrior, but Hero Man got him arrested back in 1963. I'm not exactly sure who his replacement was. Anyway, that was the last of my Diet Otter Cola. Where do you keep yours? Well, I have a few cans in the fridge. Say no more. To the fridge! So where do you keep your extra cans? Extra cans? Yeah, do you keep them in the basement, or under your bed, or in a safe somewhere? Or, Clownman, I don't have any extra cans. That's all the Diet Otter Cola in my house. So what do you do then? Do without Diet Otter Cola? I just don't drink Diet Otter Cola? I don't understand. What do you do when you need Diet Otter Cola? I guess I go get more cola. You're right, I need to get more cola. Are you crazy? You can't go out in this weather. It may not be pleasant, but I have no choice. I need Diet Otter Cola. I better go over to my house and get a few dozen cans. No! Clownman! Oh, Clownman, why do you have to be so stupid sometimes? Oh no, my door. I'm not strong enough, and the back door's locked. Only one other option. Darn it! I knew those extra strong windows were a waste of money. I guess I have to go over to Yummy then. No one's here, so I'll just put the money on the desk. I'm sure they'll figure out it's for the cola. What on earth has happened to Clownman? I'm getting worried. It's all worth it. In a few minutes' time, I'll be drinking Diet Otter Cola. I sure hope he's safe in his own home right now. Ah, me and my cola are just about safe. I sure hope Clownman isn't. Yeah! I told him this weather wasn't safe! Oh my gosh! I'd better get him to a doctor, or at least to a highly generalized scientist with doctor in his title. Your choice to present Mr. Clownman for examination was an intelligent one, Mr. Johnson. Now, it has been a number of years since my education, but if memory serves, getting struck by lightning is bad. I shall attach him to a device which may reduce the electrical damage. So, is there anything we're looking for? Eventually, there is indeed. Although it is highly improbable that any desired events would happen after such a short time frame, we must carefully monitor Chef Clownman's condition, as well as the contents of the screen. Okay, then. Any news with you lately? Gee, we, don't come here as often as we used to, eh? Sorry about that. Hey, have you seen The Evil Darkness? Oh, Clownman, you're okay! That would depend on which metrics you use to define the quality of okay. By my account, I am far greater than okay. What a relief, Mr. Clownman. An electrical shock of the variety experienced by yourself holds the potential to prove extremely dangerous. The fact that you feel the need to clarify such an obvious statement is rather insulting. It is self-evident that the events in question were unsafe. Clownman, what's going on with you? I would think it easy to determine what is going on with me, as you say, from the most basic of observational abilities. Thus, I would argue that asking such a question is inherently pointless. Dr. Daddy, what did you do to him? I have done nothing, Mr. Johnson. Incredible as it may seem, Clownman's personality has completely changed of its own volition. But how is that possible? Based upon the readings of the machinery, I hypothesize that the electricity that passed through Clownman's body during a lightning strike managed to somehow rewire his brain chemistry. In other words, it has greatly increased his capability for intelligent thought. That is undoubtedly accurate. Well reasoned, Dr. Daddy. You mean his personality is now completely different? That's disturbing. On the contrary, I consider this turn of events to be most fortuitous. Previously, I was unable to conceptualize the importance of scientific and philosophical knowledge. I much prefer my current psychological state to that of my previous stupidity. How long will this last, Dr. Daddy? As far as I can assess, Clownman has been permanently altered. Mr. Clownman, how would you like a job? I have as of late been on the lookout for a new assistant. I am afraid that I must reject your offer, Dr. Daddy. The variety of research that you engage in is far too pedestrian for a man of my mental faculties. I would prefer not to be a mere assistant to someone as unintelligent as you. Shall we go, John? I guess so, Clown. Wait a second, don't you mean John Anthony Johnson? As there are no other Johns in our current location, it would be pointless to waste breath by enunciating your entire moniker. John will suffice, will it not? I guess it will. Wow, Clown, I don't think I've ever seen you clean your house. Many of these objects constitute tripping hazards, and even those that don't are far too childish for my sophisticated tastes. But I thought you liked all this old stuff. Your initial assessment was correct. It is indeed junk. As such, its only proper habitat is the garbage can. Oh, I see. After I repaint the exterior of my house to dark gray, I shall move on to repainting the interior to light gray. Yah! What is it, Clown Man? What foolish simpleton dressed me in this garish attire? Why, I am reminiscent of a veritable clown. Moreover, who in their right mind would wear a chef's hat? The only chefs deserving of respect are those who work at 4-star high-end restaurants. Meanwhile, this head covering represents the lowest of low culture, the fast food establishment. You do know that you work at a fast food restaurant, right? I appreciate your observation, John. I shall rectify said situation shortly, but first, I had better change into some clothing more befitting of an intellectual such as myself. Oh, Mr. Clownman, your shift is just about to begin. Mr. Town, I can no longer sully my hands with the disgusting unhealthiness that your cuisine perpetuates. I shall terminate my employment at this abhorrent establishment. What? But you're the best chef I've ever had. Well, you're one of the chefs I've ever had anyway. But why are you quitting? I don't know what we'll do without your endless optimism. As Voltaire says, optimism is the madness of insisting that all is well when we are miserable, and I refuse to continue engaging in the madness of the fast food business. Why, have you so much as an inkling of how many calories even a single town burger contains? Goodbye, Mr. Town. You shan't see me again. You quit your job? I did indeed, John. Wow, I can't believe it. This is big news. How are you feeling? Do you need anything? I already possess nutritious sustenance that every specimen of the human species needs in order to survive, and we are currently standing in the equally essential shelter in which I dwell. Thus, I do not need anything that you could provide. Well, are you sure? Wouldn't you at least like a Diet Dr. Cola or something? Diet Dr. Cola? Why, that carbonated beverage is rancid. Even if it weren't based upon false advertising, it is entitled diet, despite containing copious amounts of sugar. I would never go near the artificial chemicals that provide the drink its flavor. And don't even get me started on the corporation that produces the beverage. Dr. Julius Cola is nothing more than a greedy, unethical conman who prioritizes financial capital over human lives. I can never support a man with such values, nor his business. The popularity of his exploitative company is only evidence towards how broken the system we are a part of truly is. You know, I think I actually agree with most of that. I'm glad you finally see Dr. Cola for the awful person he is. What a despicable vulture. He's nothing more than a sycophantic leech, obsessed with furthering his unethically gained fortune through any means necessary. He ought to be imprisoned. That's awfully mean, but I can't fault you for the sentiment. In fact, I shall not rest until all of the despicable consumerist Diet Dr. Cola products in my house have been removed. I'm a bit worried, Clownman. This is all so unlike you. Perhaps your mental capacity is not quite complex enough to comprehend the depths of my reasoning, John. Do not worry. It is not your fault that your viewpoint is so sophomoric. I don't quite understand all that, but it sounded kind of mean. Kind of is an understatement. Regardless, in the relentless pursuit of knowledge, kindness only serves to hold one back. It is highly impractical. That doesn't sound like the Clownman I know. How can one know someone else when they do not even know themselves? After all, as Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Perhaps you should work towards that goal, John. That's awfully condescending. On the contrary, I am merely telling you the objective truth. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a yard sale to oversee. I find myself aching to separate myself from the abundant childish trinkets I have found around my house, and the lowbrow asses are certain to eat them up.
Cleaning out your house, Clownman? Ooh, a vintage Commander Krang action figure. This will go great in my collection. Are you sure you're willing to sell it?
Listen, Frank, my only reservation about selling that item relates to the guilt I feel at depriving you of your money in exchange for such a worthless reward. There is nothing constructive about the Meat Rangers. All it presents are highly unrealistic, fictionalized accounts of morality with a limited positive influence on reality. I pity your continued usage of such pointless programs as a crutch instead of confronting your less than noble tendencies with honesty.
Okay, I'll buy your model spaceship too. I am elated that you have decided to give up your immature nature, Clown Man. I always worried that it made our town look much too childish in comparison with our neighbors. Perhaps we will finally be taken more seriously by the rest of the country.
Thank you kindly, Mayor McMichaels. The time must come for even the most clownish of us to grow up.
Well said, Clown Man. Well said.
Although I cannot pretend to respect the entirety of your character, my analysis of your most recent election campaign has revealed a total of 11 promises which you have failed to keep, and that does not even address the positions you hold which are harmful to the vast majority of this Dominion's residents.
Well, I still prefer this over the audio. Sup, Clown Man? I'm really digging the new look, you know.
Coolness, I cannot overstate the disdain I hold for you. You mindlessly prioritize whichever behaviors are popular when you should be focusing on intellectual pursuits.
But, intellectual pursuits just, really ain't cool, bro.
Ooh, nice yard sale, Clown Man. Are we still on for the meters this weekend? The meters? Absolutely not, Wordsworth. Organized sports are attached to unhealthy standards of fitness, along with toxic mindedness of conformity, while contributing nothing positive in return. I shall not enter the stadium until the orchestra performance, which will be held there next Wednesday. Okay then. I'm still rooting for the meters. Go meters! Clown Man, what the heck? Why would you sell this picture of us? That was a gift. Sentimental value holds little practical application. I hate to say it, Clown Man, but I'm really starting to miss the old you. How dare you, John? How dare you? The truth is that you never enjoyed spending time with me, even before my intelligence increased. In fact, you look down on me. I don't blame you for such rational disdain, but to fall into nostalgia simply because you feel outclassed by my academic prowess is absolutely absurd. I suppose I might understand your feelings if I was as intellectually inferior as you are, but as it is now, I believe that I have transcended your small-minded nonsense. For shame, John. What? That's not true, Clown Man. Sure, you would annoy me sometimes, but I truly enjoy spending time with you. We would have fun together. We'd go out for a bite to eat, or maybe we'd go shopping, but no matter what, it was fun to be around you. Sure, sometimes you can kind of be a lot, but I always appreciate your positive attitude and your determination to have a good time no matter what. I mean, you could find a way to have fun in any situation, even a dangerous storm. Sometimes all that would tire me out, but it was a heck of a lot better than dealing with whatever you become. Now you're pretentious, cynical, and mean to everyone. So yes, I do miss the way you were before. But more than that, Clown Man, I just miss my friend. I really miss my friend. Idiotic drivel. I truly expected better of you, John, but this only confirms my suspicions. I believe that I have now grown past the plane of intelligence that you are stuck in, and as such, I no longer have any use for your friendship. Clown Man? What are you saying? Isn't it obvious? I'm saying that I do not wish to be friends, Johnson. You are selfish, lazy, untalented, and boring, and thus I cannot bring myself to interact with you any longer. Any friends I have must be able to offer intellectual stimulation, and you are far too animalistic for any such thing. So get out of my life, Johnson! I hate you, and I hate all that you stand for. We aren't friends, we never were friends, and we will never be friends. I...